Hello, guys, and welcome to the Laws of the Enchantress. Welcome, welcome. And if you came from my Hesses But page, thank you. And welcome to all my new viewers. Please hit the notification bell, like and subscribe. So, the motivation for this page, this is my very first video, was because of my personal weight loss journey. I lost over 120 pounds. And of course, I did the right thing. I had a nutritionist, I had a doctor, I have PCOS and endometriosis. I had massive challenges that I could be easily use as real excuses because I don't want to say excuses. There were actual credible reasons why it's so hard to lose weight. But what I want to say is that on top of the nutritionist, the dietitian, on top of my personal trainer, on top of joining a luxury gym that I enjoyed going to and buying, nice gym clothing and all that good stuff. And I want to say one of the biggest aspects that I never talked about was a book one of my friends at the time gave me. Now, when I started going to the gym, I used to wear, baggy, not even baggy clothing, just ridiculous, very masculine clothing, kind of like unisex. Because I wasn't proud of my body. I hated my body. That's what society told me to do, to, not to embrace being a plus size woman. And one of the things that I wasn't aware of that my friend at the time was aware of is that I was disconnected to my femininity. So what does that mean? That means that I didn't feel sexual. I did not feel sensual. I did not feel feminine. I didn't even think I was entitled at that size to feel that way. And on top of it, being a Black woman, we're supposed to be strong, we're supposed to be solid, we're supposed to never complain, and all these types of issues, especially in the, as a Black woman being disconnected to sexuality, sensuality, a lot of us are. But being a plus size, I didn't even think about it. To be honest, I wasn't even aware how disconnected I was until my friend, who was very close to me at the time, gave me the book. So the book was written in Hindi. Half the book it was a very small book, and the book was written in Hindi, and the other half of the book was written in British English. When I say British English, the words were spelled like color, COLOUR, and flavor, and those types of things. And so it was a very particular book. So another thing that happened is when I read the book, it talked about the power of feminine energy to transform you into what you already are, meaning that you have this power inside of you, and this power can do everything for you, meaning that it can give you the femininity that you're searching for. You don't have to do anything else. It can give you the sensuality, sexuality. And when I say sexuality, I'm not talking about the actual act of sex. I'm talking about embracing the power of your feminine gender, something that so many of us, especially Black women, are disconnected from. And so many of us have been led astray. We've been taught that feminine energy is like behaving like a man. We've been taught that feminine energy is the same as masculine energy. There's no gender differences, which is completely not true. There's no shame in our beautiful emotions. There's no shame in our biological differences. There's no shame in what makes me feminine, and there's no shame in comparing it to masculinity. It's like yin and yang. It's two equal differences. We're different, but we're equally different. But so many women, especially Black women, are cut off from this. So it's hard. It's hard when you're not even taught that to begin with, and then you have to struggle with it. And the reason why she gave that book to me at that time was because she saw me hating myself, and she saw me not loving myself, and she knew even if I achieved that weight loss goal, even if I lost that weight, it wouldn't be sustainable. I would crash, I would burn. She believed in her Hindu, culture, that having a strong, burning center core of sexual central energy was enough to fuel not only my weight loss, but also increase my mental health, also increase my physical health, also increase my confidence. Because again, confidence is attached to your mental health. Sorry. And these were all new things to me. So I remember my first time going to the gym with her. I came out of the back after I was dressed, and I had in these big ass He-Man pants, like, these big giant Hanes pants, and I had a big long t-shirt, and I was a big girl. I was a size 22. I was a big girl. And that made me feel comfortable. I felt hidden, I felt safe. I didn't feel attractive, but I didn't want to be seen. And a lot of girls at that size feel that way. So when she saw me come around from changing, she looked at me and was like, "What are you wearing?" And I was kind of annoyed because even the fact that she was acknowledging that she can see me bothered me. So she was like, "What are you wearing?" And I'm like, "My gym clothes. We're gonna go work out." And she was like, "Not with me." So after a little bit of back and forth, she said, "Just trust me." And I said, "Okay." We went across the street to Adidas. We changed back into our work clothing because she said, "I'm not even leaving the gym with you looking like that." And I bought a couple of pair of, high cost compression leggings, which were really cute. I bought a couple of nice matching tops, and she also encouraged me to buy some sneakers. So at first glance, I thought it was just a waste of money. I thought it was like, what am I doing? Like, why am I doing this? Gym is gym. But I'm going to tell you something. When I put on that gym clothes, it was like taking that mushroom from Mario. I felt supercharged. I felt like, like I felt like I got a one up. And I looked in the mirror, and even at that size, I felt great. I felt cute. I felt coordinating. I felt feminine. And that was the beginning of me saying, okay, probably she's onto something. And I actually got addicted to nice workout clothing. I actually invested, even though I didn't spend a lot. I went out of my way to make sure my outfits were coordinating, my sneakers. I made sure that, everything looked clean, everything was fresh. I just wanted to be just I don't know. I just wanted to look nice and feel nice. And that is something a lot of black women at bigger sizes don't think they are entitled to. And I'm here to tell you, you can't hate your way to lose weight. You can't hate yourself to lose weight. You can't hate yourself to do anything. You got to come from a place of love. And I know it sounds corny and cliche, but it's absolutely true. So I started reading the book, and it started talking about, meditation and sexual meditation. And these were things that were taboo. And, conservative, Catholic. I was like, oh my gosh, what is this? But it wasn't sexuality, like the mechanics of sex. It wasn't the physical act of sex. It was actually getting in touch with your feminine gender, meaning that embracing your womanhood, embracing your emotions, embracing your sensitivity, embracing everything that makes you a woman, embracing from, the cycles that we go through, embracing the womb that we have, embracing what it means to be a woman. And and then attaching that to sexual energy, attaching that to love, how to maximize your sexual power. So as I'm reading this book, I couldn't believe it. It was like everything I was never taught in terms of feeling feminine. I thought I was not entitled at that size. I know it sounds crazy, but I thought I was not entitled at that size to be adored, to be loved, to be worshipped. So I know there's a lot of plus size girls, because I was one that is watching this video full figured. I love you all. And I know for a fact that a lot of us are having sex, and, we're doing whatever. You might watch this video and be like, not me, I feel good. But are you worshipped? Are you adored? Are you cherished as a goddess you are? If you are, congratulations, you can stop this video and go. This is not for you. But if you're one of the many women that I coach, when I talk to them, when I'm doing my life coaching and my diet coaching and my stress, if you're one of the many women that I speak to, and you tell me you don't feel beautiful, and you tell me you can't express it because you're not supposed to be weak, and you tell me that you feel trapped because you're supposed to be this strong black woman, and you tell me that people constantly are telling you lose weight, and nobody's pausing to understand why you're overweight. It could be because of stress. It could be because of cortisol. It could be because you're overworked. It could be because you aren't even given the time, or you have the time, but you don't know how to manage your time. You have the time, but you just can't get into the healthy habit of investing in yourself. You aren't into the act of loving yourself, or probably you did lose weight, but because you didn't have a core of feminine sensual energy to keep that burning, you lost it, and the weight came back. So this is what this page is about. It's going to be about discovering sensuality and how to use that sensual power to combine it with positivity, combine it with the law of attraction, and truly become an enchantress. Using your sexual energy to build confidence in yourself, using your sexual energy to increase your health. You can look this up. People who have healthy sexual rhythms live longer, do better, less stress. People that know how to control sexual energies know how to control anxiety and depression. And also, it helps to bring out your true essence of you. I think every single woman, well, I know it is unique. And I truly feel if you reattach to the femininity deep inside of you, that's all you need. You don't need all this incredible, crazy stuff. And you can have it. Like if you want to learn about horseback riding, if you if you want to learn about, antique cars, if you want to go and learn how they make pudding pops, or you want to learn how they make candles. I'm a nerd. I'm all about continuous learning. I encourage it. I adore it. But I truly believe the core of what will make you successful as a woman in any realm is reattaching to the natural feminine energy that is inside of you, reattaching to the sensuality that you're scared of, reattaching to the sensuality and the sexual energy that you are born with from the day you are born. You have that. And to prove it to you, have you ever heard men talking about going to masculinity school? Have you ever heard men going to learn coaching how to be masculine, how to be a man, how to be, muscular? No, because we live in a male-dominated society, whether you like it or not, that encourages men from the day they are born to be men. That encourages men as soon as they're cognitive, as soon as they're aware, to be men, to emulate men, to imitate men, to make sure they are masculine. And they use that masculine power for leadership roles. They use that masculine power in the boardroom. They use it for dominance and compete with each other. So that's what I'm trying to say to you. You don't see that flip side on women. Women are taught and women have to be retaught and retaught and retaught. And I'm here to tell you, it starts with you. You have such a beautiful aura. You have such a beautiful essence. You have such a natural, unique feminine energy that if you empowered it, that's like more than 95% of the battle. If you know how to smile and make eye contact and, use your sexual energy and have it come out and know when to turn it on and know when to turn it off, and know when to use it, and use that sexual energy to give you your confidence, use that sexual energy to give you your empowerment, and keep it as a continuous, lifelong movement inside of you. And we don't have that as Black women. I know for a fact because I'm on a lot of pages. Some are Black and some are just general. And I see other groups that aren't, Black centric, focusing on sensuality. And what is sensuality? It can be giving yourself a full body massage, going to the spa, getting a massage. It can be doing a sexual meditation, lighting your candles, lighting your incense, folding your legs, and concentrating on the passionate life that you want. It could be something as simple as getting a Brazilian bikini wax or waxing your legs. It could be something as simple as getting a pedicure and manicure and truly absorbing the femininity of it. There's so many elements to it that are shallow, and there are many elements to it that are deep. But no matter where you think you are, there's truly power in the femininity. Just think about it. There's power in masculinity. But the big difference is that they are born into a world that encourages them to embrace masculine power. We are not encouraged in this world to embrace feminine power. What we have now are a large movement of women that think that behaving like a man and acting like a man, and the more you can identify yourself as a man with no physical or emotional differences, is empowerment. And it's not. It takes away our power. It takes away our natural birthright. Femininity is beautiful. Femininity doesn't need to be masculinity to be equal. We are equal in our own beautiful, feminine, gorgeous right. And we need to get back in touch with sexuality. We need to get back in touch with sensuality. We need to get back in touch with our feminine roots, meaning that you have that inside of you. Think about a little girl who's 5 years old, who's 4 years old. Next time you're around, observe a 3, 4 to 5 to 6-year-old girl. Look at her natural feminine energy. She's blushing, she's bashful, she's smiling, and you can sense that beautiful young girl with her feminine energy. But somewhere along the line, society tells her no smiling. Somewhere along the line, society tells her you don't need to be feminine. Somewhere along the line, the smile stops and the face gets serious. So that's what this page is about. And I want to get to the point where we can do a feminine workshop where we can sit down and we can talk about what sensuality means to us, what are our sensual goals. And especially if you're watching this video and you are overweight, I'm going to tell you right now, reattaching to your sexual energy, meaning that loving your gender, loving being a female, loving being a woman, loving the things your body can do as a woman, and truly connecting to that energy from the inside out. Because I'm telling you, I had to start treating myself as if I was the size 6 or the size 8 or the 10 I wanted to be. At the time, I was a size 22 to a 24. And everything I did previously did not work. Hating myself to lose weight, dissing myself, being negative, having people around me telling me I was fat every 5 minutes. I really believed I could hate my way to lose weight. Having people telling me you're fat, as if I wanted to be fat, as if I wanted PCOS, as if I wanted to be pre-diabetic, as if I wanted endometriosis. So I know what it's like, and I truly believe in my heart that once you tap into the laws of Enchantress, once you know what it means to be an Enchantress, that once you're fit on the inside, once you're healthy on the inside, the body will follow. I know so many women that lost weight, got the stomach stapled, and because they never worked on the laws of the Enchantress, because they never worked on feeling beautiful and loved and cherished from the inside out, a lot of them came back to being even, unfortunately, bigger than they were before. A lot of them had relapses and issues because they have not truly given their soul to their own feminine power. And that's what I'm trying to say, is that you are born from here, from the heart. And we need to give ourselves back to ourselves. We've given so much of ourselves to the outside world. So no matter what your religion is or lack of, no matter what your belief is or lack of, no matter what it is, you can truly embrace the laws of the Enchantress. And I never thought in my entire life, that I would talk about the lack of my femininity when I was big. No, I never thought that I would talk about the lack of my sensuality, the lack of feeling sexual. And when I say feeling sexual, I mean not even feeling entitled to buy lingerie, not even feeling entitled to do my makeup, do my nails, do my hair, not even feeling entitled to be pampered, to be spoiled, to be loved, to be adored, to be courted, to be coveted. I didn't feel any of that because I thought I was not entitled to that. I thought I had to be this perfect woman on every single realm possible to earn or be worthy of it. And that's not what I saw around me. I saw women that were making glow ups. They was doing crazy with their glow up, and they didn't have all the elements, but the bulk of what they had was a certain allure of femininity. And do I think you have to learn that? It depends, up to you, but I do believe we are born with a certain amount of that inside of us. And if we can reconnect, back to that source of energy, which is the feminine energy inside of us, we can do things we never dreamed. And we can not just have relationship confidence, you know, career confidence. We can have health and truly attract more of the same, more of the, better experiences that we start to have. So guys, that is it. Thank you for being on this channel. Please like and subscribe. Please check the description box. I do have a Facebook page called The Law of the Enchantress. It's free for all my Hattie members. If you're not a Hattie member, I don't know. It's a private page. It's about the sensuality. It's about, glowing up in the right way, getting in touch with our bodies. So I wanted to stay private and protected. I'm very serious about the protection and the comfortability of Black women, since it's going to be a new realm for us with sexuality. Unfortunately, if you've never had any contact with any of my Hattie pages, if you're not on Hesses But Life, there is a one-time entrance fee of $25, only because we're talking about sex, we're talking about sensuality, we're talking about feminine energy, and I want to keep the page pure. I want women to be able to share, post videos, talk about their experiences with reconnecting. We're going to do meditations, we're going to do workshops, all part of the page. So I really want to make sure that, going forward, I don't have to worry about trolls. I don't have to worry about stuff like that. I think it's a great idea to make the page structured that way, so I know I can speak and say whatever I want to without worrying that someone's going to report me or, be unhappy because they didn't know what the page was about. Some people just join pages at random. Some people are page bandits. They press like. And then if I'm talking about sex, sensuality, femininity, they can report me and I get banned. I've had that experience before. So, guys, thank you so much. This is the Laws of the Enchantress. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Please like and subscribe. Thank you.